Hey guys, it's George from Diamondyard Sports Cards coming at you with the first of two videos that I get really excited about each year. It's my recap of the year. This is not, I'll have one, this is the first video of two videos. The second video is going to be pickups of this year. This video is going to be about cards, number one, that I got graded by SGC, number two, I got graded by PSA. Or a YouTuber had a hand in either trading with me or had a hand in helping me, or maybe a gift from a YouTuber, a few of the things that I got from different YouTubers throughout the year. So I'm really excited about this video and the next one. I hope everybody is having gonna have a great new year and a great 2023. This has been a fantastic year in the hobby. I know a lot of guys are making videos and they feel kind of the same way. A lot of it had to do with the connections that I've made, and then going to the National, hanging out with the Misfit boys in the house, late night, having a great time with everybody who was there, and then just seeing everybody at the show, walking the show with people. Time just passed like you'd be there at 10:30, and then next thing you knew, it'd be 5 o'clock. And the next thing you knew, it'd be 3 in the morning. And it was just what a whirlwind the National was. And it was a great opportunity to meet and get to know a lot of different people in the community. And I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful for the friendships. And I'm very grateful for the support that you all have of my channel. So let's look at some cards that were either graded or traded for or with the help of other YouTubers. So here we go. Okay, guys, so right there, Roy Campanella, Legends Never Die, Jake, gave me that Roy Campanella right there. So we're going to go and look at some cards here, and it's going to be quite a few. So sit back. You know, if you like vintage, this is the place for you, and you're going to enjoy this. Get some good light on some things. So the first thing I want to show off is a card that my son Gavin gave me in the springtime, and we were working one of the shows here in Arizona, and he knew I loved the Angels, and we've been talking about Reggie. So he gave me this classic memorabilia. Congratulations, you've received a Reggie Jackson Game Used Baseball card. So thank you, Gavin, for thinking of me, buddy. I appreciate it. Here's a stamp. Don's Field of Dreams cards. He had sent that to me. Okay, so the first thing I did this year, one of the first things in January, I made a trade with another YouTuber, and it was Ken's Cardboard. Shout out to Ken and his great channel. He needed to get himself into a 50 Bowman Jackie Robinson. I had more than one, and so we made a swap. He had this beautiful Sandy Koufax, and we agreed to make the deal. And this is a beautiful 6.5 of Sanford Koufax, one of the greatest left-handed pitchers of all time. And this is the nicest, I think, 56 or 55 Topps card that is in my collection that I own. And it was just a beauty. I had other Koufax rookies, and I decided to upgrade, and I just couldn't turn this down from Ken, and it went really smoothly. Ken is a great guy, and you know, lives up in Colorado, and hopefully we're going to catch up here in January when he visits in Phoenix. So thank you, Ken. This is a wonderful Sandy Koufax that I've been treasuring all year. SGC, I had a collection I was consigning, and PSA wasn't really open, and I decided to submit cards to SGC. Now, these cards would have all gone to PSA, not all, some of them, but I had purchased some SGC cards, and this year was a year where I have bought into SGC, and these cards came back with great grades. This was a 70 Wilt Chamberlain, beautiful 7, beautiful colors on this card. Really like this one. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. The collection I was consigning, these cards were part of that. These grades were fair and very fair. I picked up these cards from that collection, and these were SGC graded. I pulled them out of the collection. I got them graded for the gentleman. We sold off most, if not all, of the cards, especially the Hall of Famers, and these are the ones that I picked up from him. So here's a 66 Topps Maze in a 4.5. Beautiful card. Again, I'm the second owner of these cards. Oh, destroying things. Here is a 61 Topps All-Star Willie Mays. You can see the centering on this card is really good. This is a high number, and it got a 5.5. I thought these grades, again, were very, very fair from SGC, and they were tough on certain cards. And they were not wanting to give 8s and 8.5s. I mean, you know, they're tough. And so here's a beautiful 60 2 tops or 62 tops Koufax. Again, very, very nice card. Real good eye appeal on it. So I had added these cards. I did not have these in my collection. This was a super nice one. This was a 64 tops Koufax. Just beautiful centering, great colors, strong, strong card. I believe all of these cards would cross over to PSA in the same grades. These are just super nice cards. And so I submitted these in January. They got them back to me. I think we had a 125 card order. They got them back to me quickly within 30 days. And this was probably the biggest one from the collection that I picked up. It was a beautiful 63 Mantle. And I love this card because it was in the Dover reprints book by Burt Randolph Sugar that I've shown off on my channel before. As a kid, I always wanted to pick this one up. And this is a really nice 6. Really good eye appeal on this. Not a whole lot of whiting on the bottom there. I mean, a little bit you can see. But a really nice Mantle card. So I'm going to put that over here. And then I had a gift here from a YouTuber in the community. He sent me this unsolicited, knowing that I love Dr. J. Marky C sent me this beautiful Julius Erving, numbered to 99. And I just had to show it off because I love this card. It's really awesome. Shine. And it's a Julius Erving uniform from the Sixers. So, man, I really like that. Thanks again, Marky C. The National. Went to the National, dropped some cards off for grading, met up with the guys at the house. And, you know, at the National, Eric Four-Leaf was drawing this, and then he didn't tell me who he was drawing it for, and then he sent it to me. So this is just awesome, of one of my favorite players and a player I PC. So thank you, Eric. Beautiful Hank Aaron. Put him in the background there. And first card I bought. Oh, another YouTuber here. I had asked, John Mangini had asked me what I was looking for at the National, and I said I was looking for a 38 DiMaggio, and he brought me this National Game Pin, 1938. So thank you, John. It's an awesome, awesome item. I'm going to put that back there. And the first card that I picked up at the National, I only picked up 2 or 3 cards, was this beautiful Reginald Martinez Jackson, and it was from Mr. Sean Tieford, who picked us up at the airport in Philly. Myself, Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards, Lou Rock, and we rolled down to Atlantic City. So, Sean, thank you so much. It was a pleasure getting to know you, hanging out at the house with you. I wish you could have stayed throughout the duration, but he had sold me the sweet Reggie Jackson. One of the biggest pickups of the year here, no doubt, was a piece that Scott, Reindeer Studios, had made for me and gave me this National Pastime, trying to save up his money to buy his dream card. And he was doing beautiful art for people, and he made this for me, this beautiful Satchel Paige, 1941 Playball woodcut. We had discussed this. He came up with the idea of the woodcut. I sent him the picture, and he made it look just absolutely fantastic. So, Scott, thank you so much. A very treasured piece of my collection, no doubt. Other cards, PSA gradings. PSA, I just, you know, most of the cards we submitted went to SGC. So these are some PSA grades I got and just cards I liked. This was a Frank Robinson from my childhood. So this Robinson card I've had probably in my possession since the early 80s. And I just had to get this one graded. I know it got a 4, but I just think it's a cool image. And Frank is just doing what Frank's going to do, which is terrorize the National League at that time. Beautiful rookie Monty Irvin in a PSA 2. I've shown this card off before. I don't know why it's a 2. It should be like a 3, I think. I mean, it's got rounded corners, but it's a beautiful card. Great registration. Sweetness. This was a really cool Walter Payton Panini Press Proof from one of my submissions. I just thought it was really neat. We had pulled it during the pandemic when we picked up some Dollar Tree packs. Post Serial, Roberto Clemente. Beautiful card. I just couldn't, I saw this in my local card shop and I said, my gosh, that just really looks nice. I mean, I knew it was going to have some issues there, and, you know, it's hand cut, but they gave it a grade of 4.5. So I thought that was really sweet. I'm going to go back real quick to the National, and there was some things I dropped off at the National, 2 specifically photo pack cards to SGC. And I got them back, and they are the highest graded of these photo packs. 1949 Brooklyn Dodgers photo pack of Mr. Roy Campanella. And so this was a 6, trying to get the camera. This was a beautiful 6 of this photo pack card of Campy, which is the same image that was used on the 50 Bowman card. And as you can see, it's a rookie, and there are 2 6s of this card. PSA does not grade these, even though they grade the 49 Bowman or 49 Cleveland Indians photo packs. They don't grade these ones. Go figure, right? Anyway, so it's beautiful, and I was so happy to get this back from them. And then the last one from SGC that I got graded this year was this beautiful Jackie Robinson, and it was a 1949 photo pack Jackie Robinson. I thought this card actually had a shot at like an 8, but it was just gorgeous, and this is the highest one graded of the 49 photo packs of Jackie. So these, I dropped them off at the booth at SGC, and I was joking with the guys, and I said, these are the highest graded, these are the highest ones you guys have graded, so do a good job. And they did, as usual. And the way they encapsulated, it just looks fantastic. So SGC, big proponent of SGC going forward, and I think half the cards on my pickups, which you'll see in my second video, are SGC cards, because they were nice cards, and that's just the way it is. Buy the card, not the grade. Back to PSA submissions. This is a sweet Oscar Robertson, 74 tops that I got. Love the color on this, and the registration was fantastic. Along the lines of more basketball, 73 tops, ABA scoring leaders, little Dan Issel, George McGinnis, and the Doctor there. And this got a 7, and I was fine with that. You know, hoping for an 8, got a 7, and I'll deal with it. Another card I submitted was this card, I believe, from my childhood. It is my Andre Dawson rookie. They didn't have an Andre Dawson rookie that was graded, and this got a 7, and I was fine with that. Denny Walling, Gene Richards, John Scott, and the Hawk. Another beautiful card here, 72 Carl Yastrzemski. Just a beauty, really nice looking card, and it's a little bit low. Maybe that's why it gets a 7. But love the 72 set, and that Yaz. Just all the batting stances in the 72 set I'm really fond of. Next one was an absolutely gorgeous card color-wise. I mean, it's a Tom Seaver 75, and it got an 8, and the color is just pow, this really orange and really yellow and blue, and you can actually see his face. He's not a shadow in the darkness. But anyway, so this is a beautiful Tom Seaver 75 tops. Another card got graded this year. These are all, again, my submissions. Was this beautiful Jackie Robinson exhibits. I already had one, but I picked this up for next to nothing and just subbed it, and it got a 2.5. I will take that all day long. And put that Jackie here. I think it's a little bit too heavy. Next one was a really card from a local card shop. This was unbelievable. It was a 1934 tour of Japan, American and Japanese All-Stars. And you can see right there, we've got Connie Mack, we've got Babe Ruth, Mo Berg, Jimmy Fox. Just a beautiful card. It got a PSA too. I mean, this thing cost, $110 at my local card shop, but I had to pick it up as fast as I saw it and submit it. So I thought this was a really, really neat one. Put that over there. And now autograph cards, coming into kind of the home stretch here. Some of my favorite cards of the year. I submitted a group for authentication and a group for grading. So this was a Fence Busters, Eddie Matthews, Hank Aaron. Beautiful Eddie Matthews signature on this. It got a Gem Mint 10. Obviously the card's authentic. It's a 59 Topps Fence Busters. I picked this card up a couple years ago and had to get it slabbed. Brooks Robinson, sent this card to Brooks Robinson a few years ago. It's my childhood 1959 Brooks Robinson card. I thought, man, that autograph looks fantastic. And Mr. Robinson sent it back along with a 75 Topps card that I gave a friend of mine. And this got a 10, which I was real excited about. Love that card. Buck Leonard, the Black Lou Gehrig. I knew this card was going to get a 10. He's got a shaky signature, obviously, since passed. But Buck Leonard, fantastic card. Real happy with this one. Another autograph here, picked up online. Tony Gwynn, 84 Topps, one of my favorite Tony Gwynn cards, and it got a Gem Mint 10 as well. So had a lot of luck with these autographs, getting them graded by PSA, and so that was excellent. These are autographs I just had authenticated. This was a 52 Topps Monty Irvin. Beautiful card, beautiful signature. from Monty Irvin. I just thought it was a little bit light and may not get a 10, so I just figured I'd just do it authentic. Love that card. Then I had a Dr. J, another Dr. J, more Dr. J, 81 Topps Julius. I picked this up at the spring show here in Phoenix, the Arizona State Card Show from a friend of ours. Got it graded. 81 Topps Julius Erving authentic autograph. Beautiful card. I pulled these from packs when I was a kid. When they stopped making basketball cards, this was the last year before they stopped making basketball cards until 86 Fleer. And boy, man, I was so excited to get 86 Fleer basketball because it had been so long. This was a cool card I bought off coming down the home stretch here. 1993 Retort Kansas City Monarchs, 42 Monarchs, Hilton Smith, Satchel Paige bookending this pitching staff, Lefty Lamarck, Jim Lefty Lamarck, and Connie Johnson, who pitched in the big leagues and was very young here. I believe he was 18 or 19 years old. So I just thought this was a fantastic Monarchs postcard that I got from a gentleman that sells a lot of Negro League autographs and cards and things like that. There you go. There's the staff. Jake Matchett, Booker McDaniels, Lefty Lamarck, Connie Johnson, Satchel Paige, and Hilton Smith. So really enjoyed that one. Now, down the home stretch, 2 cards here. This one was courtesy of Mr. B. Roth. If you see Hank Greenberg, you know B. Roth probably has a hand in it, or if he doesn't, Sean Tieford might. But anyway, he helped me find this one. I was telling him I wanted to buy his PSA 3. He had the National. He got reholdered. He said, hey, man, I'm keeping this. I said, but I come across one, I'll let you know. And boom, he let me know. So there's a nice, beautiful 1.5 Hank Greenberg. Well-centered, just beautiful colors on this thing. Nice marine green background. And thank you, B. Roth. Appreciate you thinking about me. Just so neat to be able to add that card, which is a card that is becoming more and more understood to be a really important card in the hobby. Last card, this card was 2 years in the making. I had bought a collection and Tom Seaver was part of it, but this was not autographed by Nolan Ryan. I sent it to the Nolan Ryan Foundation and he autographed it. I sent it off. I had him, Nolan Ryan, sign it in red. Seaver had already signed it in this beautiful blue. And this is 1974 strikeout leaders, Nolan Ryan and Tom Seaver. So guys, these are my pickups, not pickups, but gradings for the year. And I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. It was great getting to see all of you this year. Look out for video number 2 soon. Keep collecting.